There's something hidden in the north of Portugal, a train ride that is so rare only 4 trips are made per year, making it possibly the most exclusive train experience in Europe. They call it the Presidential, and I managed to secure one of the seats. The Presidential train is something most travelers never find. For over 100 years, it carried royalty and heads of state, yet it remains almost unknown. On board, famous chefs serve Portugal's finest cuisine, a journey of elegance that few ever experience, restored after decades in storage. Prices are steep, tickets are rare, and the experience is unlike anything else. A moving secret of luxury and history that leaves everyone staring. Just wait till you see what's on board. Built in 1890 in Parisian workshops, it wasn't just any train. Queen Elizabeth II sat in these exact seats. Pope Paul VI blessed these corridors. Presidents and prime ministers held secret meetings in these compartments. For over 80 years, this train witnessed royal coronations, political revolutions, and state secrets. Then, in 1970, it disappeared. Locked away in Portugal's railway museum, abandoned, forgotten, until one man fell in love with it. In 2010, businessman Gonçalo Castelbranco saw these carriages collecting dust and made a decision. He would bring them back to life. After years of painstaking restoration, preserving every original detail, the presidential train was reborn. But getting on board, that's the real challenge. The night before the journey, I arrive in Porto, Portugal's second city. My accommodation sits in the heart of the old town, just 5 minutes from where the train will depart tomorrow morning. So the day has finally come to get on the presidential train and experience something unique, secretive, and exclusive. It's been a short flight across Europe to get to Porto, then a quick Uber Black trip to get into the apartment. And as you can see, I'm living in the lap of luxury in top Porto apartments within walkable distance of São Bento station. So stay with me as I take a nap, and the next moment you're going to see I'm awake and we're ready to go and have breakfast and get on that train. Oops, I lied. I didn't go to sleep right away. I'm out on Porto streets because what else is one to do in a beautiful city like this? Quaint, lovely, calm streets with so much happening, and it is Friday night after all. So, before that presidential train takes off, I'm gonna have a taste of what Porto has to offer. See you tomorrow, this time for real. After that, it really is time to sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. A legendary day. The alarm goes off. Time to don my suit, because you can't wear just anything on this train. I step into Porto's streets as the city wakes up. The morning light paints everything gold. I stop at a breakfast cafe called Breakfast Lovers, highly recommended for perfect food and coffee. So we made it. We woke up at the right time, we got ready, and we've put on our amazing suit just to get on this train. So let's see what it's going to be like today, having breakfast at a phenomenal spot called Breakfast Lovers São Bento, and so far so good. Making sure not to eat too much because later I'm pretty sure all the food's going to be scrumptious. Although I must say, the coffee here is bland. I had my luxury coffee at home on my new Sage machine. It's very easy to use and makes the best coffee. In less than an hour, I'll be boarding one of the world's most exclusive trains. Nothing can ruin this morning. After breakfast, it's a tiny walk to São Bento station. And this is where everything changes. This isn't just a railway station. This is a masterpiece of art and architecture. Over 20,000 hand-painted azulejos cover the walls. These aren't just tiles. Each one tells Portugal's story. It's a real attraction in itself. It's here on these forgotten platforms where we wait. Right, so we made it to the right country, we've made it to the right town, we've made it to the right station, and now the right platform. And as you can see, they've rolled out the red carpet for us. Really looking forward to getting on board. The train arrives and the excitement reaches fever pitch. It's gleaming in the morning sun. The old CP logo, Comboios de Portugal, displayed proudly on the side. Staff rush into position. Impeccably dressed attendants line up along the platform. They roll out an actual red carpet. This is really happening. A queue forms and I join it. Each passenger has a digital ticket on their phone. One by one, we're greeted by gorgeous assistants in crisp uniforms. They personally escort each guest to their assigned compartment. I'm led down the platform, my heart racing.
Okay.
There are apparently 2-seaters, 4-seaters, and 6-seater coupes, but I don't see any 4-seaters. Mine is for 2 people, but they've put me alone. I step inside and I'm immediately transported to 1890. Look at this. The ancient tables, the original fixtures, strange compartments built into the walls. Everything preserved exactly as it was 135 years ago. Leather seats worn smooth by royalty. Polished wood gleaming in the soft light. Brass fittings that would have been touched by queens and popes. But there's one problem. No electricity. In this 135-year-old masterpiece, there's almost no electrical power. No charging ports, no bright lighting, just the natural glow filtering through antique windows. This means my camera battery is on borrowed time. I need to be strategic about what I film. I settle into my compartment, running my hands over the aged leather, imagining Queen Elizabeth sitting exactly here in 1957. Or picture Pope Paul VI gazing out of this very window. Before I can fully absorb it all, I'm offered something. Coffee, wine, sparkling water. It's 10 a.m. I opt for all 3, in that order. The journey hasn't even started and I'm already being spoiled. I have a few precious minutes to explore before other guests settle in. I walk through the corridors documenting everything. Each step creaks with history. The dining carriages are exquisitely set up. I literally cannot wait to taste what's in store. Next, let's visit the toilet. Now, I don't always review toilets, but this one is hilarious. The old signs don't say flush, they say open and closed in Portuguese. Long ago, everything just dropped straight onto the tracks below. But think about this. This exact toilet has been used by presidents, prime ministers, the Pope, and Queen Elizabeth. That's a humbling thought while you're using it. Suddenly, the train director walks past my window and motions for me to come out. It's time. The main lounge car is buzzing with energy and the sound of Portuguese fado music fills the air. Other passengers are already mingling, drinks in hand. The atmosphere is sophisticated yet warm. Everyone's excited. Everyone's smiling. I'm offered a choice. White wine from Quinta do Vallado or a cocktail made from Quinta de Valbom late bottled vintage 2012 port and tonic on ice. All at 10 a.m. Surprisingly refreshing, but I'm already afraid of where this day is going. Lounge cars are arranged throughout the carriage. People chat and laugh. One couple is announced as celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. Everyone applauds. I meet a Polish couple. They're fabulous. Warm, funny, clearly as excited as I am. And this is when it hits me. Everyone on this train was seated next to strangers. By the end of the day, we'll know each other well. Then it happens. There's the noise of the train. It's probably going to start moving now. A massive hoot echoes through the station. The train lurches forward and we're moving. I rush to peek into the other dining rooms as we pull away. The train gets quite dark as we pass through tunnels beneath Porto's old city. But again, it's worth mentioning how beautifully they've restored this train. Every detail perfect, every element authentic. Let's quickly examine the train's mechanics. The ancient Portuguese signs, The original equipment still functioning after 135 years. Then I hear the announcement. Lunch is about to be served. An attendant escorts me to my table in the dining car. The menu sits waiting. I open it slowly. And here's where things get truly special. This isn't just any chef preparing our food. This is Chef Chacal, one of Portugal's most celebrated culinary masters. His restaurant holds critical acclaim across Europe. But wait, there's more. For each journey, Chef Chacal partners with a guest chef. Today, that's Nuno Bergonce from the Algarve region, bringing his own unique flair to the menu. 2 Michelin caliber chefs on a moving train in 135-year-old kitchens. How is this even possible? The meal begins. First course, chestnut soup served in an elegant mug. Rich, earthy, perfectly seasoned. Second course, codfish carpaccio. The presentation alone is artwork. Paper-thin slices arranged like flower petals. The taste? Delicate, fresh, with hints of olive oil and lemon. Then comes something truly traditional. Alheira sausage with dibia cornbread. Here's the fascinating story. Alheira was invented by Portuguese Jews during the Inquisition. To avoid persecution, they made sausage from poultry and game instead of pork, mixing it with bread, garlic, and spices. A recipe born from survival, now a beloved delicacy. Next, pork belly, slow cooked until it melts on your tongue. The kind of dish that makes you understand why Portugal's cuisine is criminally underrated. Between courses, the train rolls on. Through my window, I watch the Douro Valley unfold. Terraced vineyards cascading down hillsides, ancient villages clinging to the slopes, the river snaking below us glittering in sunlight. Finally, dessert. Chocolate cake, but not just any chocolate cake. Chef Chacal announces that his daughter, also a chef, created this masterpiece. I take a bite. It's perfect, not too sweet, rich and dense, the ideal ending. After the meal, I do something bold. I go into the kitchen to thank the chefs personally. They're surprised but delighted. This moment, surrounded by culinary artists in a historic train kitchen, might be the highlight of my entire journey. But we're only halfway done. The train comes to a gentle stop at the end of the line. We disembark, greeted by the sound of those beautiful fado players again. Their music echoes off the station walls. Buses wait to take us to the wine museum. Now, full disclosure, my camera battery finally died at this point. Everything from here is shot on my phone. The wine museum is surprisingly modern. Glass and steel architecture contrasting with the historic surroundings. The museum traces the Douro Valley's wine history, from Roman times through to the present day. Interactive displays show how port wine is made, and aged and bottled. It's fascinating, educational, but honestly, my mind is already wondering what comes next.
Origins and also at the end.
After the museum, we board the buses again. The ride takes us through winding mountain roads. We're heading to something special. We arrive at the Macias Port Wine Estate. The owner himself greets us. He's been producing port here for decades, following traditions passed down through generations. He leads us into the cellars. It's eerie, dark, surprisingly cool compared with the hot sun outside. Rows of enormous oak barrels stretch into the shadows. Some are older than anyone alive. The air smells of wood, wine, and time itself. The owner explains the aging process, how port needs years, sometimes decades, to develop its complex flavors, how temperature and humidity must be controlled perfectly. He shows us a barrel from the 1800s, still in use, still aging wine that won't be opened for years. I run my hand along its ancient wood, feeling the history. This is what makes port special: patience, tradition, and respect for time. We taste several varieties, from young ruby ports to vintage tawnies, each one a journey of flavors. But too soon, it's time to leave. Our train arrives to collect us. On the return journey, everything feels different, more relaxed, more intimate. I spend time hanging out the windows, filming the Douro landscapes racing past. I conduct a quick interview with Matilde, one of the stewardesses.
So everyone, I'm here with Matilde, one of the staff on the train. And look, they have a beautiful uniform that everybody wears, and they're attending to our needs at every time. Wonderful service, we're having a fantastic time. Do you also enjoy working on the train?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
Fantastic.
people are very nice.
Yeah, all
The
the
workers
guests.
and the people is everyone.
Fabulous. Lovely to meet you, Matilde. Thank you very much.
As sunset approaches, we're served an early dinner. Charcuterie and cheese boards, nothing too heavy after our enormous lunch. A talented singer performs a few songs. This is why the presidential train is special. It's not just about luxury, it's about shared experience, human connection, moments that become memories.
It is, you see even the mustache is stylish. He works.
Right after dinner, we're surprised with gifts. Falconeri packages containing perfume and luxury goods, a memento of this incredible day. The train slows as we approach Porto. At the station, as we disembark, the staff applaud.
Ciao, see you, bye-bye, ciao. Thank you, bye-bye.
Then something unexpected happens. I get invited to see the driver's cabin. Would I like to? Are you kidding? At the front, the driver couldn't be more ecstatic to have someone to talk to. He's been operating trains for 35 years. This particular locomotive was built in 1966.
¿Entiendes aquí? Es muy diferente como un avión, ¿eh?
No.
He lets me sit in the driver's seat. I can barely believe it. Then he nods. Push the horn.
Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. What a great trip.
As the sound echoes through the station, I'm grinning like a kid. I'm sure I look ridiculous. After all that, what a day. The train itself, the food and drinks, the ambience and energy throughout the 12-hour journey, something I won't ever forget. The only thing missing? Perhaps a more structured port wine estate tour, a proper sit-down tasting instead of a brief cellar visit. But that's a minor note in an otherwise perfect symphony. The presidential train costs €750 per person. Not cheap, but luxury rarely comes at such a low price. But most importantly, it's a day you'll remember for the rest of your life. In 2025, only 250 people got to experience this. I was one of them. And now you know the secret too. So I really hope you all can hear me, but Portugal's presidential train has come to a halt, and it's been a gastronomic event of note. Incredible food, unbelievable wine, and a really good experience along the Douro River. So would I say that this is worth it? Absolutely yes, I would. What could be improved? Well, I would love this trip to be a longer one, including a sleepover and potentially an extra day. Unfortunately, the Douro River is only that long. So from me, over and out. See you in the skies, on the seas, or as you've seen today, on a locomotive.